So this is for Miss Brandy. After this is kind of a little bit different. Okay. So after I do my part for Miss Brandy, showing her what I made for her, you'll see what I mean by I'll go into more detail for the, other scrapbookers, which you'll understand what I mean in just a second. Okay, so back to Miss Brandy. This is the second one. It's done a little bit ahead of time, but I plan on making something else to go with it or for it, however you want to put it. So when you're watching this, don't, and you see it, me flipping through the pages for you, don't have that what the hell look on your face because, like I said, it's not, this part is done, but the whole project is not done. And again, you'll see what I mean here in just a minute. Okay, so this is the cover. I'm not doing a whole bunch of embellishments for this one. When you see part 2 of this video later on, probably in a couple of weeks or so, you'll see why. All right, so just trust me. Anyway, so as you can see, cover, pretty, plain. I try to use as much purple as possible. I had to use other colors. I use the entire coordinating papers with this, but it's not entirely purple. I just couldn't do it. This is the closure. I left it open because, trying to go open with one hand would be nigh impossible. But I did use a purple chain. And it's one of those, I don't know what's called, but you just turn this sideways into the circle here and it holds that way. Okay. So hopefully there won't be too much glare because I do have the flash on. I did the corners just like I did the other one. Okay, right here is an acetate pocket. It just holds a little notebook. This is for, the extra stuff that they can't fit into the area I provided for them to do journaling. So, if they want to do like copy down their vows or anything or tell a funny story, whatever, then they have plenty of room in here to do it. Also, they could, should be enough room for like their invitation or, something like that. Well, hopefully, because I don't know, how big that is, but this is an upside down ruler. This is about almost 5.5 in Glare City. So anything that's about 5.5 by 7, they could put that in there. Okay, so all the pages are constructed basically the same, but you will hopefully be happy to know that I came up with an entirely new page construction just for this album. So you want to talk about special? There you go. All the pages are dimensional. That's about 1/4 of an inch. So, as you can see, I had to use what I could. I tried to use as much purple where I could, inking the edges and things like that, but there's going to be blue and orange and teal alongside with it. So, all right, so took your request and looked up some quotes. They all have little, tabs right here, so you can just lift it up. Then on each flap on the inside, there's a tag with some journaling lines and a little pocket, little tab right here. And then they all open up like this. There's magnets on the hinge right here, So, and then there's magnets right there. So when you close it, it magnetizes. But there's, room for pictures here. This is 4 by 6 and 7/8, I do believe. So there's room for, 4 by 6s. And the bigger pictures, I don't think they're 5 by 7 though. They are just by 7. So about 6.5 by 7. They're all plain on the back. I put little tabs right here from washi tape to help pick them up. And then they all have different quotes. So I'm thinking for the other scrapbookers, I have never seen anybody do quite, this page construction type before. If somebody else has, I hate living by the highway sometimes. Anyway, if somebody has, I certainly have not seen it. So if I am the first to come up with this, I'm probably going to call this the orchid page construction, because to me, when it's open and it's sideways, it kind of looks like, orchid petals. So, alright. And then the backs are plain to put, either multiple photos, or, probably here actually better for the invitation, most likely because it's a bigger, layout. Could do a 5 by 7. So then over here, same thing. So I had actually kind of a hard time looking up the quotes that you wanted me to. Not because there wasn't plenty of them. It's just a lot that were there on Google. Had like websites on the picture, and like there's no way I could like crop it or try to erase it or whatever. So I hopefully got the feel that you were going for type deal. So hopefully that is all good. And here I use a cross for the tab thing. So it doesn't lay completely flat. Because of the dimension, and trying to do this one-handed is because of the dimension of the page. And then I should have, these are like 1/2 inch gussets. I probably should have done like 3/4 inch, but that would have been one less page, which I don't know. But anyway, it is what it is. And then in the middle, I colored all the gussets and the hinges. This is really the only page that has any sort of like, extra embellishment, mainly because originally this was right here and I decided I didn't like it and I had to cover up the glue spot. So yeah. And then I guess I should probably pull out an actual entire tag. So a couple of spots to do different journaling is blank on the back. And they have, different images in the middle right there. All right. So, and also there's a little bit of room in each page to stick, their own thing. Maybe, I don't know. They could figure it out, but there's a little bit of room to stick something up in there. I've been awake for quite a while. My brain's like right now. Okay, I didn't mean to put so much blue together. I try to make it all even, but that's just the way it turned out. So I had purchased this washi tape right here. So I put that there to help, break that up a little bit. But, again, plenty of room. I'm trying to let you, give you a chance to read these. Because I am not current in really any kind of religion. I'm not, anything myself. So just in case you're like, oh my God, that is not, what I asked for. It might have came up in your search for what I asked for, but that's not part of it actually. It shouldn't be there. That way you can tell me before you come pick it up and I can change it. I kind of thought this one was really cute. Alright, this one lays down a little bit better. Alright, and that's the last two pages right there. Or back cover, I guess I should say. So, like I said, I tried to put as much purple up in here as I could. So, but I couldn't do entire purple. Like, even if I used every single purple page in that paper collection, I wouldn't have been able to finish this, honestly. So, alright, coffee. Okay, so Miss Brandy's portion is over for the moment. And for the scrapbookers out there, I'm going to show you my blueprints, I guess you could say. Alright, hold on, let me find a bigger piece of paper so this glare can go away. Alright, that's a little better. Okay, so this is the original that I came up with, like sitting on the couch thinking about it. And basically what it is, it's heavyweight cardstock, and it's, the normal, or well, normal to me, 11 by 8.5. So technically it's 3 pieces of cardstock per page. The first piece is laid out the 11-inch going this way, and it's scored at 7 and 7/4. Oh wait, no, sorry. Yeah, it's all jumbled up. Sorry, but if you can read my writing, it's that right there. So 7 and 7/4. That gives it the 7 inch. Oh my God, a 1/4 inch gap for the folds. The entirety of the pages was 7 wide and 7.5 tall. And that's my thing for the cover. So I changed it up a little bit. I didn't put magnets like going all the way across like I'd originally intended, because that just would have been like a buttload of magnets. So basically I just did 3 up the side flap, I guess you could call it, and then matched it to the two others. And then the other two pieces, all right, to me, to me, this is the short pages. So they were 8 1/4 by 7 1/8, and then scored at 4 1/4 and 4 1/2. So basically, they meet in the middle because it's only 8 1/4, or yeah, 8 1/4, whatever it was. So there was one right here. They met as closely as possible. Some had a little bit of a gap. It was a learning process, but then I did the score, and that created the flaps. One was, as you saw, a little bit longer than the other, which, that was kind of what I wanted. So it'd be easier to open and close. And then, like, yeah, down here. So this was me, trying to work it all out in my head. And then that was just extra little stuff right there. This was me doing out my spine. And then, yeah. The long page was cut lengthwise at 7 11/16. Then scored at 7 1/8 and 7 3/8 to make the flap. The short pages went over that a second ago. And that was me. I don't remember this part is accurate anymore or not, because I changed some stuff up. But mostly I just stuck to this formula right here. So. But, yeah. Like I said, I don't know if anybody's ever done that before or whatever. If you do want to do something like this, I'm not, I'm not gonna go as far as like, applying for a patent and blah blah, just whatever. I don't mind sharing. Just if you do this, please mention me. Give me credit, because I'm the brains, I'm the brains behind the operation. You know what I mean? So, and if you do want to do it and you have questions, I'll help you as much as I can to, the extent of my ability. But I don't know. I think it's kind of neat. There's not, it's for, and plus two, I didn't really want to embellish this album very much because the paper is so busy for the most part. Even just the simple pattern paper, like with the diamonds and whatnot, it's a little busy, especially all put together. So, and plus I didn't want to make it, like chunky. Of course, that just fell. Anyway, thanks for watching, and there will be a part 2, like I said. It might take a couple of weeks. This depends on how long it takes me to construct it. I don't know. But I got all kinds of crap on my craft desk right now, but a lot of that will be going towards the construction of it. So anyway, thanks for watching, and have a good one.